Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Today I'm going to make a Singapore Hokkien prawn noodles. So let's start cooking. Now, my version making today is based on what I have in my fridge. Not exactly 100% following what the Singapore prawn mee noodles actually do. Okay, so let's start by looking at the noodles. I have approximately 250 grams of yellow noodles and 50 grams of beehoon here, softened. This beehoon is already soaked until it is softened for a couple of minutes. Why do I use this ratio? Because this is what I left in my fridge, 250 grams. The whole pack is like 400 grams or 450. So I'm using whatever I have left. The amount I'm cooking tonight here can be eaten for 2 to 3 adults lah. Yeah, we don't eat a lot in my family, and this is my tonight's dinner. So 250 grams of yellow noodles. I rinse water. Yeah, quickly rinse some water, and also some 50 grams of beehoon, soak for a few minutes until it is softened. Then we will have 3 to 4 eggs. I'm using 3 eggs here. Some prawns, taugeh, 1 bowl of taugeh. Whenever you are using taugeh, make sure you put it inside water, soak it. If not, it can oxidize very soon. Other than taugeh, we also have some minced garlic and also chives. Yeah, this is chives, very good for men. Then I will be making some broth. This is the prawn shell, the one I actually got it from here. 6 to 7 pieces of prawn. I peeled the shell here, and also some ginger. And I'll be using my Cooking Appa chicken stock powder to make chicken stock. Now, originally they use pork broth plus prawn. Today I'm using chicken stock plus prawn because this is what I have in my kitchen. And it only takes me 2 seconds to make my chicken stock. Let me quickly show you. So I have with me 1 big bowl of water, hot water. Put in approximately 1 to 2 teaspoons of my chicken stock powder. Give it some stir, done. 2 seconds, you have a very aromatic chicken stock made with 100% natural ingredient. For those interested, you can actually get it from Shopee Malaysia and Singapore, yeah? So we are going to make the broth first. Give it about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Now this dish is not difficult. Only have few steps. Number 1, we make the broth. Number 2, you stir fry the egg. Number 3, you stir fry the noodle. Then you add everything together. That's it. So once you have heated up the oil, we can put in the ginger. So this ginger is going to help to remove some of the fishiness from the prawn shell. Always keep your prawn shell. Don't throw it away because that will help you to make prawn broth in a couple of minutes. This is the prawn leg. Now that the oil has really heated up, I'm going to put in the prawn shell, but now you do have to be a bit careful because it will splatter. So you can do what I did, throw and run away. Just kidding. But make sure your wok is on very high heat before you put in the prawn shell. And you want to use high heat to saute your prawn shell to really get the flavor out. Let's saute this for a minute or 2 before we continue. We'll come back shortly. So this is after about 1-2 minutes sauteing. You want to saute your prawn shell until it's garing, yeah, crispy. See? Ooh, now I actually feel like eating the prawn shell. And you really need to make sure your prawn shell is fully cooked before you add in the chicken stock. If not, your chicken stock will have some fishiness in it. Now we can actually add in the chicken stock. Next thing, very simple. bring it to a boil and let it boil for 1-2 minutes and remove all the shell and ginger. Your prawn broth is done. That's how simple it is, but I tell you, this is extremely flavorful. You can use this broth to make a lot of things, noodles, soup, anything. Right, the prawn broth has been boiling for the past 2 minutes. It is good enough. You don't have to boil it for too long. Then you can use a sieve to remove the shell and also the ginger. Whatever left will be your broth for your noodles. Look at the golden noodles, golden broth. Once the broth already, we are going to fry the egg. Give it about 5 tablespoons of oil here. Be generous with the oil because we are going to fry the egg. You don't have to wait until it is heated up. Even in cold water, you can put in your egg. Now, as you can see from here, it is slowly getting cooked. Let me zoom in. Now you want to scramble it. Whoa, this is exactly the kind of consistency we wanted. Keep on stirring until like this is about 60 or 70% cooked. This is the time where we can actually pull in the noodles and the beehoon. Now you want to stir fry these two together. Take note, I actually added the noodles when the egg is like half cooked, yeah, about 60% cooked, so that you can actually coat the noodles better. Now, the next step here is actually try to char your noodles a little bit. What you do is you spread out the noodles to allow it to have as much contact on the wok itself. And let it stay for some time, couple of seconds, to get it charred a little bit. This will give it the slightly charred flavor. Yeah, slightly charred flavor, which is, you can also call it a little bit of wok hei flavor here. But don't overdo this. If you overdo this, you can really burn your noodles, and that is something you don't want. Leave it there for about 10-20 seconds. Let it char and stir fry again. And I will repeat the same thing again. Let it spread out as much as possible and let it rest for about 10-20 seconds to char a little bit over a medium-high heat. You can fast forward this side. Alright, now we can continue to fry. You will get even nicer wok hei if you are using a stainless steel or iron wok. I'm using a non-stick, but seriously, in today's market, non-stick is actually the easiest wok to handle. And the main reason actually for Appa to use a non-stick today is actually more like I'm trying to avoid the reflection of the wok when I'm shooting video. Right, next thing, spread again. I'm going to do this one last time. Give it another 10-20 seconds. Stir it. Wow, fragrant. This is super fragrant. I can smell the egg. I can smell a little bit of char. Not burnt, yeah? Char. Right, next thing here, I'm going to put in the prawns. Tune down the fire a little bit. I'm putting the prawn, the raw garlic, and also the broth. Wow, look at how good it is. Now I'm going to put in the taugeh. And we will do some seasoning. Let's give it some salt, a little bit of sugar. Now we can raise the heat, yeah? And some, where's my fish sauce? My favorite Vietnamese fish sauce. We still have our chives, don't forget. The prawn will take less than 3 minutes to be fully cooked. Wow, look at this, look at this. I try to leave some crunchiness for the taugeh so we don't cook for too long, the taugeh. Now I'm going to give few dashes of white pepper. And last but not least, the chives. Chives can get cooked easily within seconds. So after you put in the chives, you can off the fire. I already off the fire. Give it a few stir and your Singapore fried noodles is done. Singapore Hokkien mee. Usually they will put even more seafood inside like clams or sotong, yeah? And also some meat also. Right, so this is cooking apa styles of Singapore fried noodles or Singapore Hokkien mee or Singapore prawn noodles. I hope you like my very simple video today. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Apa Facebook page to click like and follow button. Follow up on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Apa YouTube channel. Now, this I actually use a normal chili oil or chili paste. If you want to cook the one that they sell at the hawker center, it's not difficult. Go and buy any ready-made chili paste and saute it. That's it. It's very simple. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Enjoy your dinner with your family.